Hi, welcome back. This is the second part of my video about preparation for art markets. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Rita. I'm a Portuguese illustrator and animator living in Belgium. You will see a bit of me preparing zines, preparing the stickers for the markets. You will see a bit of the process of folding, packing, and you will have the chance to go with me to the markets. I hope you have a good time. I still enjoy making the videos. This time I managed to edit way faster, so I'm glad to be back in less than like 6 months or something. Any questions you have, you can let me know in the comments. Enjoy! Bye! I have asked on Instagram story what people would like me to respond to in terms of questions about the market. Ines asks how financially sustainable it is. I think when I started doing markets, I might have ordered around 20 to 25 copies of each of these things. I basically spent around 300 euros on the first order I made, and it took me a couple markets to earn back this money. It's never guaranteed. I would say don't order too much of a higher number of each thing you sell. I started over the years to print, for example, every time 5 to 10 times one of the items, because it should normally be okay. But this can vary a lot depending on where you are, where you go to markets. So take it as my experience, and that doesn't have to be necessarily the experience of everyone. I think the biggest sort of sustainability that I see in markets is actually how much you get back in terms of networking, in terms of contact with the audience or contact with the public, the feedback on your work, the nice, amazing chats you have with people, the artists you meet and the friends you make. That's such a enriching part of the experience that I would still consider markets sustainable in a way. I would just be careful not to throw a lot of money out ordering when you're not sure about what sells and what doesn't. Start small, you can scale it, you can start with small amount of items. So I hope that answers the question. Because I get super confused about the format of the document that I have to put in the website. I finally managed. I thought I was inserting as a number of stickers 50 stickers, and I put 4 designs, so I think I expected like 50 stickers where it's divided by the 4 designs, but turns out they sent like 50 stickers of each design, which makes me not be sure if I just had like a discount or if it was properly done through their system. I don't know.
3 hours later.
Okay, so it turns out it was fine. I just managed to do the order the right way. Normally, they always print a bit extra to the sides so that when you peel it, make sure that the bleed continues outside a bit of the sticker. But the first time I ordered myself, I didn't know how to prepare the file properly for their website, and I ended up having a pink line all over the sticker where the cutting is. So this time we managed. Can I have an applause? Anyway, all good there. And now we keep working because we have a full-time job as animator. And we need headphones for that. This is the last crunch before the market. I might have spent some time finishing the last season of Umbrella Academy, which is one of my favorite series, but I'm really glad that it's over. I'm really sad that it's over, but I feel like they managed to do a really good ending. Now we have to keep going. It's the last night. Also, I have a very girly comment to make, but I really think this nail polish matches very well the color of this scene. I need to grab one that is already done so I can check an example. If only you knew how many times I have to search around this room to find something. I'm very good at hiding things from myself, like really good. And at the end it was where it was best to be close to me, but I spent already some minutes looking around the room. I wanted to see where I placed the staples on the previous one. Here goes nothing. Yes. We have a first one stapled, ready to go. Okay, it's pretty good. So I already had to change again. I think today I changed from a t-shirt to a top to a t-shirt to a top to a t-shirt and out to a top again. So we're gonna keep going, and yeah, every time I have to talk to the camera I have to stop the fan and stop the music. So I think I'm gonna focus on the making, and I'll talk to you guys another time. It starts recording right away, right? Okay. I can have my own dance choreo. I don't know. Woo! Okay, yes. These are the other zines, by the way, and the bookmarks. I already had enough stock of these, so I just let it be inside the box. Here we have some tiny things that I put on the table, and the stickers, the visions go here, and the prints are there. I also haven't shown these, but I'll show them at the market. This is another piece that I have that I really like to. I mean, I really like her and I really like to place it at the markets. It's the character from one of the zines and I just made it 3D. It can be sometimes a bit confusing for people when they see it. They ask if they can buy it or not. And it's like the only one I have, and I always keep one of each so I can have an example of how it should look all around. And I use that as a guide. And sometimes if people would really want a piece, then I just create it specially for them. Otherwise they buy the ones I have at the market. And it's the same thing for this one as well, which is also a character from, this one is from a print, and I just made it 3D because I really liked it. And it was more complex because of this piece at the end. At the top I had to use a toothpick and then be really careful. It still broke at some point and I had to fix it, but the end result is still really cute. So yeah, I like to take these two with me to put at the table.
Dat is van Helene, maar ik vind het super leuk. De tijgers en de duiven ook. Ja. Ja, yes. The name Rita also means arrow, you know. You want to say hi to the camera?
The second question I got from Bram is, for a first-time art marketeer, how do you know if you have made enough good stuff to sell? I think this is always hard to know. I think it depends a lot on the market that you're at and the public. It depends on the time of the year. You can always happen to have a lot of sales or not a lot of sales. You can always happen to have something that is super popular and things you will never sell one copy. At least that's my experience. I think you can always ask feedback from people. I remember posting some stories with some of my prints and people reacting to like, oh, this one is really nice, then that one. I talk with friends, I share them the things I make and I get feedback in that way. A lot of people might show interest, but then at the end not actually buy the thing from you. And it doesn't mean anything wrong, it's just what we do as humans, I guess. Maybe another tip is to maybe visit these markets you are interested in participating. Check the level of work from other people. Don't be discouraged if you feel like your work is not good enough. Don't compare too much, but maybe have a bit of a realistic view of what is selling and what not and what kind of things are popular. For the rest, it's really like a bit of a gambling thing. I mean, in a positive way. You can see at your first market what things people are more drawn to and what people are less drawn to, and then you start to learn from it. I took this print to like 10-20 markets and it's never selling. I mean, do you have enough space on your table, or is maybe something new that you made more exciting that you can take this print that never sells and you can put something new, you know? I hope that answers the question. It's really important for me in sharing my process to feel like I can inspire other people and I can empower other people to do the same things that make us happy. I'm very glad if people want to leave questions in the comments.